Hello my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. So in the previous class, we have studied about the control flow statements. So today we are going to continue with the topic of programming examples of a control flow statement, that how a control flow statements is used in a Java language. Let's develop some programs in Java that uses the control flow statements. So let's see the examples. Example number 1 is write a program to display the result of a student based on the marks obtained by him or her. So let us start declaring it. So first we are using public class result. So here we are declaring a class. In that we are declaring the main method, that is public static void main string args. Now directly we are assigning the value to the variable marks. So integer marks is equal to 90. It means it is fixed that the person have got 90 marks. And then we are using a if condition, that is a control flow statement. So we are writing if marks greater than or equal to 40, then system.out.println your marks are 90 and you are passed, because it is given that the person has scored 90 marks. So here what would be the output? Your marks are 90. So here instead of marks 90 will get printed and you are passed. Why? Because the condition is marks greater than or equal to 40. So yes, the person have scored marks 90. So it is definitely greater than 40. So this statement will get printed. This will not get printed. But suppose if here instead of 90, 35 is written, it means that the person have scored 35 marks. Then what? Then if marks greater than or equal to 40, but here the person have got 35 marks, which is not greater than or equal to 40. So this statement will not get printed. Directly it will go to the else condition, that is your marks are 35 and you are failed. Why? Because only if this condition will be true, then only the if statement will get printed, else directly it will go to the else statement. Okay, so if the person have got 90 marks, then this statement will get printed. But if the person have got the marks which are less than 40, then this statement will get printed. Okay, so this is the use of control flow statement. So let us see the output here. So you can see that first you have to compile a program using the JavaC compiler. So here JavaC result, that is the name of the program, and .java. And then to run a program we are using Java keyword and the name of the program or the class, that is result. And finally the output is printed, that is your marks are 90 and you are passed. Okay, so this is how we can use a if else condition, if else control flow statement. Now let us see one more example, that is write a program to display the table of 2 using a for loop. So again we are creating another class, public class table of 2. So what is the name of the class or a program? Table of 2. In that we are declaring a main method public static void main string args. Now we are declaring two variables, integer I and integer j, for calculations. Here we are using for loop. So for loop is again a control flow statement. So let us see how to use a for loop. So first we are assigning the value I is equal to 1. So the calculation of the I will be started from 1. I less than or 10. Why? Because we have to find a multiplication table of 2. So the ending value is 10. It means 2 into 10 is equal to 20. So here your program gets stopped. Your multiplication table of 2 gets stopped. So what would be the value at last? 10. So here up till 10 the program will be printed. The for loop will be repeated. And I plus plus for increasing the value. And here we are using a next variable j for multiplication, 2 into I. And finally we will print an output, that is 2 into I plus is equal to plus j. So whatever is written inside the double quotes will be printed as it is. So here 2 into and is equal to will be printed as it is. And here in the value of I and j, the values will come. Okay, so here why? Because it is not written inside the double quotes and the program or the operation is performed on I and j. So here what will be the output? First 2 into I. So at the beginning what will be the value of I? 1. So 2 into 1 is equal to j. So what will be the value of j? J in I, the I value is 1. So 2 into 1, 2. So this will be the output. Now again the I will get incremented. Why? Because here it is written I plus plus. So now the value of I will be 2. So 2 into 2 is equal to j. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So what will be the answer? 2 2s are 4. Again 2 into I value will be incremented to 3. So 2 into 3 is equal to, and here 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So 2 3s are 6. Okay, so this is how a multiplication table will get printed. Let us see the output. Again we are compiling the program using Java C, table of 2.java, that is the name of the class or the program, and we are running a program with Java table of 2, and you can see that the entire multiplication table of 2 is printed. Okay, so this is a program number 2 using a control flow statement 4. Now one do and learn activity is given to write a program to display the table of 5 using a while loop. Okay, so in previous program we have already seen and printed the table of 2, but here you have to print the table of 5 but using a while loop. In the previous program we have used for loop, but here we have to use while loop. So let us see it how. So first, public class table of 5. So the name of the class or the program is table of 5, and then we are using a main method, that is public static void main string args. We are declaring two variables, integer I is equal to 1 and j, and here you can see that we are giving or assigning the value of I. Why? Because in the for loop here we have to assign the value that I is equal to 1, I less than 10, I plus plus, but it is not possible using a while loop. While loop takes only one condition. Therefore, here only we are assigning the value of I is equal to 1. Now we are starting a while loop, and in that we are giving a condition I less than 10. And here in the j loop we are writing 5 into I. In the previous program we want to print a table of 2, therefore we have written 2 into I. Here he want the result of 5, multiplication table of 5. So we are writing 5 into I, and then we are similarly we are keeping a system.out.println statement, that is 5 plus I plus equal to and j. So in the same way, and at last we are incrementing the value using I plus plus. So the value of I will get incremented, and in the same way with the same logic you will get the output, that is a multiplication table of 5. Okay, so here we have seen some examples of the control flow statements of if else, for loop and while loop. So with this we are finishing our chapter. Now let us move towards the keyword. The first keyword is class. So what is a class? A collection of the similar object is called a class. Then data type, a means of storing any variable or the constant. Then derived data type. Data types made from the standard or a fundamental data type. Encapsulation means wrapping of the data, collecting of the data, and functions in an object or a class. Inheritance is a process by which an object of one class can inherit the properties of another class. Then object, a single unit that stores the data and the functions. Polymorphism is an ability of an object to exhibit different behaviors in different instances. Then program is a set of finite and sequential statements in a specific computer language. Okay, so these keywords you have to write in your computer notebook. While the exercise A, exercise B, exercise C and exercise D you have to write in your computer notebook, and exercise E and F you have to write in your computer notebook. Okay, so again I repeat, exercise A, exercise B, exercise C and exercise D you have to write in your computer textbook. Sorry, in your computer textbook, not in your notebook. While the keywords, exercise E, that is find the differences, and exercise F, that is answer the following questions, you have to write in your computer notebook. Okay, so here we are finishing our chapter with this. We will meet again with a new chapter in our next class. For now, bye bye. Study well. Have a great day ahead.